Hey, hello! Welcome to my creative playground. Today I am going to take you with me as I work in my art journal and just share some of my thoughts with you and hopefully to inspire you on this beginning of the week. All right, I'm going to move us to another camera. All right, you see here I've got a good little supply. Let me see here my camera if I can straighten this up a little bit. That's a little better. I've been working on a lot of little projects here this morning, but I want to work in this art journal, and I've got a couple things I thought I might want to use. One, I love using this. This is tape for sheetrock. I love using that, and I love the effect that it gives. I've got these two cute little birds that I made, and I'm going to put those in there. This right here is it's a wax paper, but it's dry wax paper. All right. And I just did a stencil on that and just painted with it. Thought that would be fun to use. And I've got this tape right here too. So I thought that would be fun to use. All right. So let's get started with what I've got. I'm going to first put this on. I love the texture that it creates. Put it over here on this side. Not going to go straight across. And we'll go put some up there, up at the top like that. I might go ahead and even move this up. I brought it down for another project, but let's bring it up so you get a better view of the whole. There we go. Much better. All right. Now let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I need my matte medium for that. Now, what you see on here, this yellow, is just some leftover from another project I was actually working on, and I just took the paint and moved it over here. So I'm going to put that sheet in between, make it easier, because sometimes when you get going, you get paint or whatever on the other pages. Lift this up and get some of this right under here so it will stick. Right, now, let's add in some water. Let's dry this. And I'm not going to dry it completely because we'll be putting other things over it. Let's open up my gesso. My gesso is extremely thick. So I'm going to pour that out. See if I can't water it down a little bit so I can use it. Okay, some of that I can use and some I cannot. But I've got it on my fingers, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Get a little putty knife in here and see what I've got. Working that into the texture is what I'm doing. And because it is super thick, it's creating its own texture too. Pull that off of my stencil. I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. Let's do it from the back side. I do love that flower. That's really pretty right there. Right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and let's glue this piece of newsprint down. Use my matte medium. See, just play for a second and see what happens here. Now, if I put that, I'm going to use that as a branch. If I put that, where's my little birds? It's my little birds. If I put that up there, put that one up like so. And this one, perhaps I've got another branch. Maybe I do another branch that comes off. Where should I put this little guy? Inside that would be great. So let's see. I think this is a good spot for number one for this branch. So I'm going to go ahead and get that stuck down. Okay, that's a great one. Maybe I should draw the branch. That's a possibility too. Just draw the branch. All right, let's dry this. I'm going to grab my charcoal pencil. There we go. We got a branch coming down. Got this tree. Coming like so. One nice thing about with charcoal is you can just wet it. Something else I want to use that I haven't used in a while. No, not the gold. I want to use my inks. This ink right here. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and wet this. Because I would like, in my mind, I would like for this ink to drip down in here and fill in some of this. See what happens. And this is just its ink right here. Put it up at the top, and it's usually pretty intense. Sometimes I'll use gesso. I'm gonna get that under there. Oops, I'm dropping things. paper towel, and I'm going to lift some of this. Let it be more like a stain. See how simple that is? That's fun to do. Fun to do. Take some of that brown. Go over onto. Just dragging it across because I would like there. Lift it so I get a nice variation. I'm going to leave that. All right. I want to do something up here. I'm not sure. What am I going to do? I feel like I want a blue for the sky, but and my little birds go again. I keep losing those guys. There's one. There's two. Lose him. He's going to be up here. And this one's going to be down here. So, let's put, this is the part where you just kind of have to play and decide. I could use my, I don't want to do a blue because I really want them to stand out. And if I do a blue, we'll lose them. So if I go with perhaps an orange. Let's do this. Choose our gesso. See what I've got left in here. Let's run it. Like so. This would be really pretty. Why not? It's the beauty of doing it in your art journals. It's really whatever strikes your fancy. So I'm going to grab some of this color. I'm going to put some out here just because I don't want to contaminate my container of paint. That should be enough of that. And I'm going to mix it with, let's put some of this. All right. Okay, let's try that. Clean my fingers a little bit. And that's dry. We're going to glue on the bird. Place our little bird up here. Where ours? There's. Put him up here. And that branch. And this one right there. And to stick them down, I will use a little stronger glue than normal. Let's see, than my matte medium. Let me grab that. Okay, I'm just going to put on some good old craft glue, because they are on watercolor paper. Just hold him down for a minute. Get some of these heavy bottles to sit on top of him. Well, I put glue on this one. And this one. We'll place it right here. All right, I'm going to give this a second. I need to hold these and press these down. Just to get that to stick. At least to get the stick to start, right? Get the stick to start. All right. Take my micron and I'm going to do a little detailing here. I'm going to do just little spirals. Emphasize some of these petals a little. There we go. Just kind of a little detailing on it here. Okay. see. Maybe put some leaves or something happening here. It's kind of the impression or draw. Fill that in with some leaves. Oh, still doesn't want to stick down there. Well, though, what I am going to do is take now my watercolor and I'm going to just do a little bit around him. Okay, grab a little brush, take some water, and this creates a little shadow for us. Okay. Using my charcoal. I'm just emphasizing this a little more. And you know, I'm not super crazy about the leaves I did there, so this is what I'm going to do. Fill it in with some of that color, and I'm going to grab the green. I don't need much of this. There we go. Took care of that really quick. All right, this is going to be my journal page. It's turning up a little bit there. And I'm going to let it sit and dry and kind of come back to it and think about it before I add my quote. And I'll post that later in the group once I decide what the quote will be. get rid of this before I get it on something. Turn that down like that. That was fun. Fun to do. Let's remove this. Let's reveal the nice straight line that it created. All right. Now I'm on the lookout for a great quote to put in that, something that inspires me. So when I look back on that, all right. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you again.